There we go. Same rig as last video. Threw out, I added a little weight. Ooh, there you go. Just got hit again. There you go. Small. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty small. Oh, it's over here. Oh, it's a small little bass. Yep. Nice little feller. He got a little. So if I can push down over here. Kind of got a little gut hooked just there at the tip of it, but with a little technique comes out no problem. See, buddy, not very big to start off the day, but I am confident we will get something bigger. So once again, that whole worm 2-hook method, this time with a little bit bigger weight on the top. And all we're really doing is, in this pond, it's a plastic line tarp, so there's not much cover except for that one pipe that goes from there all the way to the center of the pond. Maybe around there is some cover, and there's a lot of weeds that grows on the bottom. And top cover, that's all there is. So what I'm doing, this is kind of a little bit of a, how do I say, it's a little bit the shallower end in a way. It's a slow, it's not very deep, like around this area. The corners aren't as deep as the center or the straightaways like here. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of grabbing this and tossing it right at the edge of the mat, just letting it sink and holding my line tight, and not very tight, but having a little slack in it, but kind of tight, so any little pull I can feel it. Because I know when I mean, it's fairly cold right now. As you can see, the water's kind of choppy. There's a small breeze going through, but it's cold. So when I throw like that, I know a lot of the little bass and bluegill will hang out around here. So we're going for those bigger bluegill. Maybe some bigger bass will be around here with chasing the bluegill. There we go. I thought it just had a bite there. And so we're out here throwing the worm, live worms, see if we can catch big bass. There we go. Big bass, small bass, bluegill, small bluegill, anything. This is a bluegill. Or a medium-sized bass. I think it's a bluegill. So this thing's shaking. I think this got to be a bluegill. Oh, it's trying to go back under there. Actually, this has to. Oh, this might be a good bass. Oh my God, this thing's, whatever it is, it's actually pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Wow. This has to be a bass. There's no way this is a bluegill. Unless it's foul hook. Wow. Unless it's foul hooked, I don't know what this is. Oh, it's a good bass. It's a good bass. It's a good bass. No! Oh! Okay. This is a good bass. This is a good bass. Holy smokes. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. Look at that. Holy smokes. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, you guys. Look at this monster. Look how fat it is. This is one of those bucket mouths, you guys. Look at the size of this. Holy smokes, I was barely even hooked. That is right there. That right there is a good fish. Eric, look at this. Wow. I don't know if I have my skill. If I do, I am definitely getting a weight on this.
How are you gonna cut that fish?
Oh my goodness, I can't get my hand far enough to get the whole fish. Holy smokes. That's a really good fish right there. Look at that. Hold that, Eric. I don't know. Hold it by the mouth. No, by the mouth like that.
How?
Grab it like this. Grab it like that. Like this, from its mouth. Like that, let go of the tail. Let go of the tail. There we go. Wow, that is a fish. We'll turn off the GoPro and we'll get the rest of it on my phone. Let me go try to see if I can get a weight on it. Well, here it is, and I am hoping really bad I have my scale. Eric, hold him. Oh, hold him. Don't let him fall. Okay? Don't let him fall. Scale. I need my scale. I better have my scale. Holy smokes. This has to be the biggest fish I have got out of here ever. I'm gonna be so disappointed if I don't have my scale. I don't think I have my scale. Oh yes I do. Come here, Eric. That's fine. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go over here so we can let him go as soon as we get a weight on him. Holy smokes. Ready? Let's see how many pounds this one weighs. No. Here you go. It's getting, wow, it's a 3. Ready? Locked. 3. So you guys can see that. 341. So there we go. And wow, that is what I'm talking about. So I don't want to get, Eric, take off the GoPro. Pull it off. Just pull it off because it'll fall off. No. Okay, grab my phone. Hold my phone. So here you go. Grab that. Don't let that fall. And what's the closest way to get to it without me falling in? Oh, this water is cold. Look at that. Oh, he's ready to go. One last picture. Look at that. Eric, get back. Oh, there goes Big Bertha. Yes. That, okay. I full out thought. No, Eric, stop. I thought it was a bluegill at first because I would have never expected. Eric, not right now. Wait. Eddie, it's not ready. Leave it. Wait. So, I would have never thought to have caught that. That is so big. Like, at first I thought it was a bluegill because it was just kind of pulling side to side, and I was like, okay. But once I felt it pulling those shakes, I was like, this actually might be a good sized bass. But I was just so confused. But once I started digging down, I was like, no. I started to think, I was like, there's no way there's a catfish. I don't think there's any catfish in here. To my knowledge, we had some catfish in here, but I fished them out and we ate them. So, get back, you're gonna fall. So, that was great. This is definitely great. So, let's see if we can get anything else. Go. That's the next cast, and we're getting some bites already, and I believe that's something on. Whatever it is, it's super small, or yeah. Just didn't get hooked, just grabbed. I think it's something, probably a really small bass or a really small bluegill, and just picked it up and started walking, or not walking, but swimming with it. Wow, that was, I'm still kind of like, did that just really happen? Like, it's one of those things where I expected to be a little, something little, and then it turns into, okay, this might be, you know, decent size. It might be a good size. My first thought was a good size bluegill, you know, one of those hand-sized ones. They fight really hard. I was like, okay. But I just started those big shakes. I was like, oh, yeah, it doesn't feel right. Super hard pulls. I was like, this doesn't feel right. What could this be? And I was like, no, this has to be a good sized bass, when it was somewhere around here. And it started slowly move over here. and I saw the head getting ready to come up and like jump, and that's what I was trying to keep it down so it wouldn't jump, and it did jump. And that's when I saw the whole thing. I just by seeing the head I knew it was big, but once I saw the whole thing come out of the water, I was like, wow. Once it was right here, it was still pulling. It was one of the best fights I've had out of this pond in a while. I think that's got to be the best fish. Oh wow, there we go. Oh, yep, that's what I thought. I got snagged and broke off, so let's go retie. So, first cast here, we were right over there at the end of the mat a few minutes ago. Worked my way around over to that corner through the, I have a Texas rig, black and blue worm. See that right there? And throw that around, all the way around, and through the live worm. A couple spots over there by the pipe, over in this corner around some little patches of mat, kind of like that, but just more sectioned off with no bites. So now we're over here, and I'm gonna try putting on a little bit livelier worm, because this one's kind of beat up, it seems like. You seem to be moving a little bit more. These worms, bought them today, but they don't seem very lively. The other two packs seemed really good. This one's like, this pack's a little bit more dead, I could say, I guess. So this is how I rig up these worms with this system. I just go close to the tail, go kind of thread it through a little bit, and pop it out like that. Oh, wait, wrong hook. I go from the tail end and do that. Something like that. And with this bottom hook, I just kind of see where it gets kind of hard right there. Little spot right here where you can just kind of, bam, just real quick. And that's usually how they go. And then, once they're all there hooked up, you can, depending where you're fishing or how the stuff is, you can kind of play around with your weights, how far you're throwing and stuff. I'll do this rig sometimes with catfish too, but it's mainly, I like to do it for bluegill, trout, and I fish a lot for bass with it too, so. Oh sweet, I did miss it. Wow, okay. I thought I landed on, I kind of did a little bit. And right up against the mat. Other places I would throw this is like when you have brush coming to water, like right here you'd have all the blackberries or brush like that. I would throw it right up against so the fish comes out, like, doesn't have to come out too far from its hiding spot or its little place where it's at to get the bait. Or if you have weeds, like a weed line on the side of the weed line, works a lot good for let's see, bluegill. It works really good for, obviously, as you guys can see, bass it works for too. Catfish definitely, and trout are my favorite rigs to do this for. So we're not getting any bites. I think I'm gonna try to toss it a little bit further. There's some weeds down there, right there. So I'm gonna try to throw it a little bit further out that way, and if we don't get any bites, I'm gonna go back to my spot over there because I was doing pretty good there. So see how it goes. This is a bluegill. I can almost for sure this is a bluegill. Or it might be a small bass. But yeah, I think it's a bluegill. This has to be a bluegill. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. give a good little fight. See what do we got here? Wow, you ran through a lot of stuff. Ooh, come on, buddy. There you go. See that? Try to take this part of the head. I guess that's the head part of the worm. And a nice little hook set. Pretty little dude. Now we got one little bass, one big bass, and a pretty little bluegill. So there he goes. Fat little dude. He's chunky. So as you guys can see, I did end up moving back over here. And the lens went now. Kind of. Start on there because it is starting to kind of sprinkle. And I moved over here again because it seems where we're having luck. So keep throwing. See us. Oh, what is that? A little crankbait? What is this? This is a little crankbait or some kind of lure. Yeah, someone was fishing in here. That's interesting. And whoever was fishing in here lost a lure. Look at this. It's a nice little like crank. Let's see, what is this? Oh my goodness, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that, fell. But look at this. Whoever was fishing in here, there's no one, so first of all, there's no one supposed to be fishing in here, and whoever was lost this a while ago, as you guys can see by the hooks. Look how rusty those are. Either lost it a while ago and it's been in here, or a fish broke it off. No, I think it's, something I think his knot broke or something, but it's all bubbled up. Yeah, it has like pimples on the side of it. But I mean, if I could get some new hooks on, that's still pretty decent. You can see a big bulge right there. Oh, there we go, paint popped off. Yep, that's cool. We got a new lure. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna keep casting. Hey you guys, we are in the store right now, checking out rods, gear, and stuff. And I just realized I just hit 100 subs. I just want to tell you guys all how much I appreciate it. I thought it was super cool. I never thought I would get this far, but we just hit 100, and I'm thinking for 100 subs, I want to do a rod and reel giveaway. So if you guys want to do that, or leave me a comment and like the video. So yeah, I don't know, maybe a rod and reel, maybe catfish or bass or something, or I can set one up for carp and give that away. So let me know what you guys think, and cool. Thank you guys.